guys, so I'm back with the Rediscovereds video, and I haven't done one of those in a really long time. And I'm excited because everything that I'm going to talk about I am wearing, so that's always a bonus. I'll swatch a few things, but if you're new, Rediscovereds just means I shopped my own stash and pulled out some stuff and started using them that I wanted to talk about. It's kind of like a favorites, but it's going back. It might not be stuff that I've grabbed for all month, and it's not new stuff, but just stuff that I've had, and for some reason or another, whether it's a seasonal thing with a shade, or just because it's just gotten shoved back to the darkest corners of my drawers, but I wanted to break it out and show you. Before I go forward, the reason I keep looking, in my makeup room, which is where I am now, I have the windows that face the neighborhood. And right now there's only Wes and I and one more couple, and then there's construction. And so if you guys, I see men, I see everything. If you guys hear any bumping or any noise, this is the only time I can film, and they work pretty much 7 days a week. On Sundays, they don't do a lot on Sundays, but yeah, you basically can't get any quiet in this room. In the rest of the house, we don't hear it, which is great. But this room in particular, I'm like, oh, every time I go film, there's like a big truck like, burr, burr, you know, backing up. But anyway, just wanted to kind of let you know, so you're like, if you hear it, you're like, what is that? Now you know. Okay, so let's get into the good stuff, which is the makeup that I have fallen in love with all over again. And I'm gonna start with an oldie. The original Urban Decay Naked Palette. I'm sure most of you probably own this. I don't even know when she came out. Gosh, was it 3 or 4 years ago? I can't even remember. And since then, there's been a Naked 2 and a Naked 3, a Naked Basics, the Naked Flushed with the cheek stuff. But this one, she's just tried and true. She's just beautiful. And I don't know why, but she ends up being the stepchild of my makeup sometimes, because she just gets shoved and she keeps getting new stuff gets put on top of her, and that's just rude. Today I'm wearing 3 shades. I'm wearing Virgin right here, this light color, as a highlight on my brow bone in the inner corner, and then I chose Naked, this nice nude matte shade right here, as all over my lid and in the crease, and then I came back with Gunmetal, this awesome steel gray. Oh my gosh, it just scared me. My heat kicked on and the door wasn't quite shut, and it, you know, oh, it made a noise, and it scared me to death. Whew, let's have a moment for a heart attack. But anyway, I just kept it easy with those 3 shades. I did go ahead and swatch them right here, Naked, Gunmetal, and Virgin, and I just love these. It really is a foolproof look. If you guys need a last minute gift for someone and you know that they don't have this one is the best one of all of them. I think it's the most universal. If they're blonde, however, let me just take a minute and show you all of the Nakeds. If they're blonde or very fair skinned, sometimes I tend to think that this one, the Naked 2, it's a little cooler in tone. A little more taupey, which is gorgeous, and I do wear this one, but I don't reach for this one as much. Who knows, maybe this one. I have it out because I'm gonna do a friend's eye makeup soon, and she's fair-skinned, and well, she tans in the summer, but very blonde hair, and I think that these shades are gonna be a nice smoky eye for her. And then the Naked 3, hold on, did you know it was gonna turn into this? And this is the only one that's in that velvety type box. The others have the metal, which I don't mind either, but you can see that this one gets really linty. And then the Naked 3 is more rose gold tones, and I do really love this one. This one is a great gift too. Any of these, you cannot beat them. But anyway, yeah, I pulled her out, and it's just an easy look. I just can't say enough great things about it. Let's see, let me take care of that. Oh, let's talk about the lip color that I'm wearing. Recently in videos you guys have seen, by the way, thank you guys so much for all of your sweet, sweet comments about the darker lip shades, the brighter, darker lip shades that I've been trying out. Recently, the Kinky lipstick by MAC that I did. I really, you guys have no idea. I read them all. I think I commented back to everybody. It made my day, and I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome, and you know what? I wish that we could know each other in real life. I really do. How much fun would we all have shopping? Am I right? we get into a lot of trouble. This is a Too Faced. It's one of the Creme lipsticks, and this is Divine Wine. It is what I'm wearing. I adore this one. This one does not scare me, and it's kind of like a brick red, like a brownie red. I have this on full force. I love it. This one tends to get pushed to the side during the spring and summer, and I break it back out in the fall and winter. And it's my only Too Faced lipstick. I had the one Nude Beach. I think it was called Nude Beach, and it didn't work for me. I thought it was drying. It just I didn't like it. I gave it to Mindy, and it suited her perfectly. But this one, you cannot beat it. It feels good, and I love the color, and I'm not scared of this one. I assume they still sell these. I think the shade, of course, they should still sell them. They have a ton of them at Ulta. But I love it, and I wanted to wear it today since I'm wearing kind of an easy, like, nudish eye, and, you know, what am I wearing? Just a little, it says Dream on it. I got it at the Loft outlet. Gosh, am I getting sidetracked or what? I pulled out this little IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer. When I first got this, which I think I got it in the New Beauty test tube, I was like, oh my gosh, when they said full coverage, she's full coverage. It's waterproof, anti-aging. I honestly don't know if it's waterproof. It's just a little travel size. It's in the shade Neutral Medium. And I used it, put it away. I was like, this is too thick for under my eyes. Sometimes you just need to pull things back out and play with them again, because I just take a tiny, tiny bit like that, and that's the shade. I'm wearing that also, and I dot it on my hand, so I just like slap it on there. I like to use a brush, and I've been using this Sigma concealer. It's an F70. It's just tiny like that, and I just kind of dip like that, and then I come in and just well, probably don't need any more, but I'm just going to put a little bit on. And just kind of do like that and make sure that it blends in. And sometimes I just take my finger and just like dab it back in. But I really do like this, and I'm happy to have it. You do not need a lot. So this thing right here, I feel like I'll have to throw away before I finish it because it probably will get too thick and goopy. But I really do like it, and if you guys have this, I'd love to know if you use it. I know they have that little duo stick thing. Mindy has it, where one side is the Bye Bye Under Eye and the other side I think is a highlighter or something. Gosh, now I can't remember. And that looks really cool. So if you wanted to try it, that'd be something good. And I guess you could say I rediscovered this brush because she hasn't been getting a lot of love. Like I said, it's the Sigma Concealer F70. And since I started using that, if you guys saw me haul, I have not started using the NARS concealer yet. I told myself I was not going to open another one until I finished one, and I am almost out of, this is not a rediscover because I use it every day, the Maybelline, gosh, what is this even called? The Dream Lumi, and this is in Nude. I am almost out of it. So when this gets put into a video to show that it's trash, it's empty, then I'll break that one out. But for now, I'm just going to keep using that. And that's really light. This one is for a little more coverage. So like a day like today, when I'm feeling tired, I think this is a good one. So just wanted to mention that. And, oh, the foundation that I'm wearing today. Recently, in several videos, I have mentioned the Laura Geller, the Balance and Brighten Powder Foundation. And that got me thinking, I need to start using this a little more. I used this over the summer a lot, actually. And I'm not sure it ever came up in a video, and it may not have because I was very sporadic putting videos up this summer with us packing up and moving. And for those of you who don't know, we built a house and we moved at the end of September. And for some reason, I don't think I mentioned this. I think I showed it in some Face of the Days on Instagram that we were doing, but it's the Tarte, and it is the Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Airbrush Foundation, and I am the shade Light Medium Neutral, and it says light to medium skin with yellow and pink undertones. I tend to have more yellow than pink, but sometimes when I get up, I feel like, where's all that pink? You know what I'm saying? I don't know why that is, and it's been happening more recently where I notice I'm a little more pink through here. I have no idea. It just comes in a little thing like this. It has this little like mesh cover right here, so all the product is not just hanging out, but it's easy to get the product. And before I was using this with what was I using this with? I was using the Sigma Angled Kabuki, the F84. I was using it with this over the summer. But recently, since I hauled this baby, and she's meant to go with it, it's the Tarte, I think it's the Kabuki Airbrush Bamboo. You can see she's a little dirty. And all I do is dab it. Sometimes I just tap a little so it's not going everywhere, like on my station. And then I just buff it in. And it is what I'm wearing today. I feel like I dab and do a little bit more than I do with the Laura Geller, but I'm not sure. I don't know why that is. I feel like, I mean, I don't know that I'm using more product. It might be just because I'm a little hesitant sometimes to get a ton on here, even though it doesn't make sense. But it looks nice. It doesn't look powdery. It doesn't collect. It stays on. And I'm just, sorry, I'm just looking in a mirror just to see if there's anything else I want to share with you. But I definitely think it provides a nice coverage. As far as full coverage is concerned, I'm not really sure about that because I don't wear a lot of full coverage. It's full coverage to me. I'm not sure for those of you who expect real full coverage in like a liquid, if this is comparable. I don't know. But I think it looks nice. I think it looks nice and flawless, and it kind of blurs out some of the little imperfections that I might have on my face. And I do have dry skin, and I didn't even set this with a spray today, and I'm looking at myself and I don't really feel like I even need to set it with a spray. Sometimes I use a spray to set my makeup for the day, as in I want to wear it all, I want to have the makeup on all day, but sometimes I just mist it on because I'm leery, am I going to look a little powdery, you know, once I've put a powder on and a blush on and a highlight on, but I don't even feel the need that I have to do that. But I do think it's really pretty, and I'm curious if any of you have tried this. I've been really impressed with Tarte. Tarte's becoming one of my favorites, especially for like their facial products. I've got the BB cream, and I just talked about the full coverage Amazonian clay foundation. So that is that. And then the last thing, and I hesitate to say she's rediscovered, but it's a highlighter, and it's my Laura Mercier, and it's the Mineral Illuminating Powder in Candlelight. This one is gorgeous, and Mindy gave it to me last Christmas, and I used it a lot this year. However, I got some new ones. I'm just looking. I got the Laura Geller. Let me just show you. I got this Laura Geller one. I had gotten both of these, the Becca Shimmering Skin Pressed in Oprah and Oprah. Oprah. Anyway, I would like to meet Oprah. In Opal and Rose Gold. And sometimes when you get new ones, you just forget sometimes how great. And she did get pushed back. And I'm wearing a little bit ahead of her here. It's gorgeous. I recommend going to a Laura Mercier counter. And this is a heavy swatch right here. Heavy, heavy, heavy. I recommend. Get someone to put it on you. It's just soft and beautiful. I think if you're scared of highlighters, this is a nice one to go with. And you get enough that it will last you for the rest of your life. It really will. I mean, you could get some, open it up, because it has this little thing right here. You could open it up and put some in a little container and share it with a girlfriend. If you don't want to spend that kind of money on a highlighter, you really could. But it's gorgeous, and I totally recommend this, and I love it. And for some reason, I just feel like this suits my skin even more during these months when, it's not that I get sun, because I'm really not out in the sun a lot, but when I'm not using a bronzer, or I'm not trying to, bronze my face up in the summer, it is gorgeous. So that's all I have. I hope that you enjoy seeing some of the things that I've brought back out that have found life again in my makeup stash. Thank you so much for watching, and I'd love to know if there's anything in your makeup bag that you haven't used in a while and you've pulled it out and you've been like, why haven't I touched these things? But I always like doing these because it makes you stop and really look in your stuff and say, girl hauls a lot, but she also needs to use what she has. So this kind of keeps you accountable too. If you want to do a video every few months and say, so it kind of keeps you on your toes, but I can't get enough of this lipstick. Thank you guys so much for all your support, and I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll be back soon. Bye.